Hi guys, Mauro here. One-handed backhand players, if you have trouble getting that ball, the timing, or mostly for those of you that got trouble reacting and being able to swing when you have little time, and this one is really good, is when you're hitting on the run, being able to actually being on the run and hit that ball with the right timing and making good solid contact. Hang out, because I have a series of tips that can really change and help your one-handed backhand and your game. Hey guys, one-handed backhand players, we sometimes have problems getting the right timing, or when we hit the ball, we don't have that extra support of the two hands that the people who hit two hands have, you know, when you're hitting on the run, or when you don't have much time to react and you wanna swing, you just kind of don't want to slice, or you're tired of slicing, or you're pushing the ball back. Throughout my career playing tennis, from the juniors all the way to professional, I always struggle with being able to hit balls, the backhand on the run, being able to hit it, to really hit that ball solid and feeling the confidence. And I think that it's a very common thing, not only of one-handed backhand players or two-handed backhands, but hitting those shots on the run. It's something that it's not easy to do. You gotta have the right timing. You gotta have the leverage, especially when you're one-handed player that you're gonna use one arm only. It's kind of difficult. So I spent hours, and I did a lot of research, watching a lot of videos, practicing on the court. And there is one thing that I finally got to the point. I finally found the thing that I say, okay, this has got to be what is going to help me. I got to see it on video, watching a lot of the one-handed players, from Wawrinka to Federer, even watching the new guy Shapovalov and all the good one-handed backhand players. From the preparation to the way how they swing, how they finish, paying a lot of attention to the position of their body when they start to swing and when they make contact with the ball. And there were a few things that I found in a few things that were doing the good one-handed players, they all have, and some little things that I started paying attention. The one thing that is going to help you, that is really going to help you get the right balance and get the speed to swing, is a counterbalance, is the left arm. So that's something that a lot of times we don't pay attention to. We just kind of swing, and we keep this arm here. So when we swing, we're trying to go forward with the right arm, but this one here doesn't really help us generate a lot of speed there, you know. So let me tell you something. If you try to elbow something, let's say, or just standing there, if you try to elbow, keep your left arm here and just elbow with this one, okay? And you go 1, okay, 2, 3 times. All right, then you can go ahead and try to go with both of them elbowing, and you're gonna notice right away that you can generate a lot more power when you have the counterbalance of this one. Now when the counterbalance of your left hand is minimum, that means it's not really going to help with this. It's not really going to help you the right arm. What happens is a lot of people do minimum counterbalance here. So what happens? We end up hitting more to the side, opening too much. The body's going to open depending on the counterbalance that we do with this one. Why? Because if I counterbalance, my chest sticks out. It's like I'm going to do this. That's why you see the players finishing in that position. You want your chest sticking out. Now, if I counterbalance just a little bit with this, with the left arm, what happens is my body's gonna open a little more this way, more towards my right hand. See, this one is the one gaining more momentum. So obviously I'm gonna have the tendency to open more this way. But if you just, if you do the counterbalance with this one, a little more with the left one, so your body's gonna end up more turning to the side fence. And that's what you wanna do on the backhand, guys. When you're ready to swing, you wanna make sure that you're gonna turn, you wanna overturn a little bit. This is very important just to start. You wanna make sure that your opponent is gonna be able to see at least partially your back, not your chest. See, one thing you know, if you want to make sure you're rotating enough, well, you just gotta see the chin close to the shoulder here, okay? But if you're in this position, you can see my chest just a little bit. Forget it. By the time you counterbalance, I'm already hitting to the side. So you gotta make sure that first thing is that you're gonna cross those legs a little bit when you take that step. You're gonna turn, you wanna overturn a little bit. Now, you gotta have a really sharp angle with your racket. If you just open that racket a little bit, if you hit and instead of keeping a sharp angle like that, you let that racket kind of open a little bit or go like that, then when you do that, you're gonna lose the momentum or you're gonna lose the momentum on your arm. You're not gonna be able to control that shot as well. It's very important that the way you see my arm is 90 degrees. You wanna keep it like that, so much that when you make contact, you're gonna feel that you're even lagging a little bit, barely. Either the head of the racket and the grip line up, or you're just lagging a little bit. So you really wanna pay attention to that, guys. Okay, so you're gonna overturn. You're gonna overturn and you go ready and go. See, and the moment you swing, you really counterbalance with this one, coming back here, this way. This arm is not really counterbalancing that way towards the fence. It's balancing more that way. So you're gonna finish more. You see that one coming here. So you're gonna go ready, go, and you really wanna feel that. Now, one important thing that one thing that I notice is that when I get ready, go, and I swing, I swing it. And in that moment, I counterbalance with the left one. And when I let that ball get a little close to me, if I don't meet that ball well in front of me, I'm not gonna make the shot. I usually hit flat. So you got to make sure ready, and you really want to extend that arm. You really want to extend that arm. We really want to make contact in front of you when you make contact with the ball. Okay. And now, this is the tip that. This is the counterbalance is the one thing that I have to say improve my backhand more than any other thing that I have done in the last years. You know, the counterbalance was by far the groundbreaking thing in my backhand. From all the tips that I'm giving you guys, this is the one that really helped me a lot. When I see the ball coming, I notice that finding my strike zone to hit, the spot where in my case, I found that every time, the place where every time I hit the ball and I felt like I just couldn't miss, is once I swing, if my grip is right there, pretty much aligned with my hips. See, so my fist and my shoulders, my hand is back here already. See, I'm making contact there, but my shoulders are pretty much aligned too. See, so my fist, my chest, or my shoulders were aligned. Every time I hit the ball right there, you see the grip close to my hips. Every time I hit the ball there, I feel like I cannot miss it. It just feels like that's the spot. As soon as the ball moves a little bit closer, especially a little bit farther away, which is what most people do, that way, that's when you start losing power. That's when you're not able to brush as much. Okay, so that's one thing that it worked in my case, guys. You can try it, but you gotta be able to find, see, I'm hitting my chest pointing that way. I don't want it this way when I'm making contact, because that means I'm already gonna start turning this way and not brushing that much, but more slapping. So I thinking more like stick my chest out to the side, and I'm still gonna end up turning at the end because of my arm mostly, see? But what really helped me is finding that strike zone, stomach height, that grip very close to me. That's one thing that each one of you has to work on it. Like, this is a customized thing, the strike zone. There is no same strike zone for each and every player. It's somewhere around here, but you gotta work on that, okay? Now, when I started hitting consistently and feeling that I can really put power in every shot and react quickly, is when I stopped thinking, hit forward, hit that way. No, I started thinking more elbowing here, swinging, boom, feeling that I'm doing that, and my chest is like sticking out. It's my chest is sticking out. When I started working more on hitting on the run, getting there, and thinking more on the counterbalance instead of, okay, get that racket through the ball fast or hard to make the shot, that's when I started controlling better. So remember, guys, you wanna go to the video probably, at least 1 or 2 more times so you can, pay attention. The important thing is you gotta focus on the counterbalance. You wanna have the arm extended. You wanna find your strike zone here. You wanna overturn a little bit, because otherwise you're gonna start hitting more. You're gonna start hitting more to the side there. Of course, the things that I always say, keep your head still when you make contact, But go through it, try it. Let me know if it worked for you. Let me know if you have any questions, any suggestions. I hope it really helps. And just remember, guys, go out there, be centered, bold, and perseverant. Thank you.